Testing, testing. Can anyone hear me? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. This is the first ever live stream on this channel. I've always wanted to do this since I think a year ago. And I think now today is I have a good time, a good opportunity to do this. So here I am. So today I'll be playing the game that everyone should know, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So before I start, I'll tell you, I need to let you know that this is my first stream. I hope there aren't any technical difficulties. Especially for my computer. It's been having some issues lately, so I hope it doesn't give me a blue screen out of nowhere. So I got this game. I actually managed to get this game for free, legally, from Epic Games Store. This game was free there, I think, a couple months ago. So that's how... So that's how I managed to get this game. I've watched YouTubers play the original game about 7 years ago, but I've never played the game myself. I do know what happens in the game, but I've never played any of the game. Or the original or plus, neither of them. So... obviously, I have to give everyone a little warning. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Yeah, I'm gonna start now. I don't want anyone to wait. Wait, I need to change the source here. Does this work? Wait. I need this to capture the game. Oh, I think you can see this now. So the plus version has a little, like a computer simulation in here for the console versions. Yeah, okay, now we can see this. There are so many additional stuff here. So I only launched the game to set some stuff up. So I only have these wallpapers. So I can set these off as wallpapers. There's also music. Mail. No new mail. What's the mail for? Side stories. Try writing poems for different characters and viewing the special scenes. Settings. Ah. Okay. That works. Files. Oh. Reset. Wait. Unable to open. Wow. That would be crazy if you can already reset that at the beginning of the game. Attributions. Oh, I'm not reading all that. Game. Poem words. Oh. Oh, you can do that. Saves. Internal. Oh my. What? Okay, this is like a password thing. Okay, I shouldn't mess with any of these. So, let's just jump straight to the game then. It feels surreal to actually be playing this game myself because I've never done that in my entire life. But here we are. The full characters. Am I just gonna start? Yeah, sure. Enter your name. Okay, I'll just go else in here. Oh my god, caps lock. Is the audio okay? Do I sound okay? Is there any background noises? Wow, we're actually here, okay. Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in the front of the crossroad and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming an NET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. It's just me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Would you at least promise me to try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you on that. Yay. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More on that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into this classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait out for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told a club yesterday I'm bringing a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's counting as to have planned all of this out. I let it out alongside. But I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. And I glance around the room. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. A girl with a sour attitude, whose name apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in that club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And since you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We make room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The teas have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, but Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Next, Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray with a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get ice in her face. I turn the cupcake around with fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Make them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so you're well, maybe. but not for, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on her weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You gave a whole tea set in this classroom? Alright, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yours starts trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoyed tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't feel embarrassed. Oh, hello, Piper. I'm doing good. But make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Politics? Hold on, just in second. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it, and encourage others to get into literature that I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Now I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Some people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Yeah, I hate reading. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So that's what kinds of things you like to read? Well, nothing. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination I desperately grab something I can relate at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you say that. But if a story makes you think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way we look at the world. Surreal horror, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you the idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suri seals up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Huh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. Wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing a love for writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, give us an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now when you remember, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smells more than once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Saria may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought... You all have defenses against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is surprisingly painful to spend every day with these girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Saria wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really just scared me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Let's make it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Wrote a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express for yourself. Yeah, I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. We never walk home together anymore because she always stayed out of school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! What a peaceful day. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Would I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So, it begins. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, let me just save real quick. Mouse, dance, okay. I don't really have a specific favorite character. I'm just gonna choose whatever I like to choose. So I'm gonna choose whatever I want to choose. I'm gonna choose this. I hate making decisions. Suicide? Why is that there? No. I'm not pressing that. Play. Doki. Depression, grief, no. Excitement. Pleasure. Sing. Friends. So it seems like I got Sayori more there. Firefly. Oh, that's Sayori again. I'm not even trying to impress her the most, but it seems like these words just works for her more. Family. Also Sayori. Waterfall. Extraordinary. Sunset. Chocolate. Childhood. Vivid. Hope. Sucks. Sensation. Hi, guy. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like you deserve any slack. Sirius told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you just plan to come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck in the same Monica manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Elsa always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous. How come? You and Elsa can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, she seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I do. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a nice surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Well, here. She reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you would enjoy. It's a short read, so you should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Here, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I'll enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect I want to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheer conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Mitsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man. It looks like no one wants to be guard today. Oh. Hello. Who's your favorite Doki so far? If I have to choose one, probably Sayori. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and am listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs now. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it was a literature event. Well, you're not wrong. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do this thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Suri is taking this very seriously. It's better to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcake instead. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Suri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. So you can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I opened my eyes to find Suri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall in my chair. Sorry? Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Oh, this isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yes? I know. You're always looking out for me. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Suri, it's written all over you. Suri glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingers down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe with the stain with my finger. But nobody would notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it. Because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you Mimi. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started buttoning the blazer from the button. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. Oh. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird is that for a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You made me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I started to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed something sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I mean, Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't let you do things outside. Things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying these embarrassing things. Eh? That isn't even embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. Is it deal? Heh? I guess we really are better at taking care of each other when we're taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Like a sun calls out. Why don't we share the poetry right now? Yay. I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Fails to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something that's so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pour out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Netsuke and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't think this decision really changes anything, but I'll say it anyways. Let's choose Sayori. I'm definitely the most confident sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Yeah? Exactly. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. If only you can really write poems by clicking on some words. Well, now you can actually do that with ChatGPT probably. But that's not really written by yours though. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinions may be a little more constructive than this. Maybe if that's the case. Are you even sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Elsa poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like if your feelings in it. So he hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy just because you want it. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into you yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only good people can do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri really sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? That way I'm really bad. Oh, you read their poem too? I forgot about that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? What is that ending to the poem? That's so weird. Okay, sure. Sorry, that's just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who next? So let's just go from top to bottom. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Oh, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Very profound. Yeah, I told you were gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in the high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. I like short and simple. But isn't the point of poems for everyone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then may fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line. Oh, so you did. I guess I'm I'm more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah? Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her. Who's next? Well, Yuri. Just going from top to bottom. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Your worries are phasing your hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I haven't been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they won't fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once you find her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she's sounding like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's to keep you a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Wow. Okay, cursive writing. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm's breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually read longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to share something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. This is the very beginning of the game. I started less than an hour ago. lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more slow, putting it that way. I hadn't thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Hi, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. Well, a little embarrassed too, you know? But that's so very that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I harmonic on my poem. I like this one. It makes me think something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure, you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes to explore with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy seeing sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, teach your own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased for their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real. Blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, what kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays? That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of calming and strong. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up it later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So, just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ugh. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for mediocre writing abilities. Even with just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Nelson did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Elsa liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Why did the BGM stop? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Elsa appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Natsuki, that's a little... This didn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Allison, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain what it is to her. Wait, there's a reason why so many demons express their words in a language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? How did I get dragged into the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Ugh. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me. To try out any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting, making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, the Sayori also wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That's exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want to make everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just 3 words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Being beautiful. Yuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Ow, makes it tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Suri's vice president referred to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I'll make her as a good leader. And I can organize things. I'm not very good at people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that should mean Suri's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. You can count on me. Monica smells sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good present, regardless of what she says. If only could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Oh, we'll get plenty. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun, but I'd say it's worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'll say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe learn something from your friends too. So poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Allison, we're at home? Sure, let's go. Sir beams at me. It sure has been a while since Suri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. So Yuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. Ooh. I can see why they make good friends with you. Here, you know, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think Erin really likes you too. That's... Erin Day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Suri still hasn't caught on to that kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends there was nice, but does it really need to stop there? I just have to see what the future holds, Suri. I pat Suri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Suri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so it's writing time again. I'm gonna take a little break before I come back. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi. Yo, it looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing for you to get in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things for you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles the last latch with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse for a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so I will lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Wow! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell us and let me borrow some money. Don't let me get involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after playing a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you would think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the retribution. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little difference inside all of us, isn't it? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whoa. Yeah. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blabber at the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing a reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. And yours look really good too. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you share this with me. So he gives her a seat and gets behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Someone leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful. She trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. I've been here Heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she's I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I was looking forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. She smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? But no, not really. I just leave our series mischiefs excavated. I'm sure that Suki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down, so he somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. How's it? So he suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from the classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons, markers, glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going to Elson to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I would have to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay, it was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready? Yep, let's go. So I exited the club room. I follow behind Asari hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayuri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayuri, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Elson, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's also about performing them. Like you say the lines like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But what ends having some of this joy? But now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sorry, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. They'll say that as embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. So he spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with her like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine enjoying happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going and adventuring this area brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us entered the classroom. Saria heads straight to the closet and I followed. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Saria pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Saria starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Now at least move aside so I can look at the poster paper. Ah, I dropped them with an accident. Ooh. That kind of scared me. Yeah. So she bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to her floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Saria clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayuri, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayuri's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayuri. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayuri slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to one side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Listen, where should I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to avoid looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, so he makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I put Sayuri on the shoulder and run out to the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than the drink. But I know Sayuri likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'll return to the classroom where I left Sayuri. She has one part of her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sorry, here. Oh. I hand Sayuri the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. So he opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sorry, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did it hit your head? Sorry, places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. It looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I try to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself, or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you rush over it as quickly as you could. You really try to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Nelson, I don't think you realize it, but you always think about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that, and I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Nelson, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it would be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Saria has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Now I have a hide under my bangs. Saria hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Saria out of the classroom. So he plays her bang to try to hide a bump. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Now you're back. Good timing, I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Siri, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into this shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Siri Franklin again is wrong herself. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Siri. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Elsie. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I mean an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share a poem? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Yeah. Sorry, first. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's in this one too. You can't just tell me I haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know? Why is slow-mo on? Because I don't want anyone to spam. It's just 10 seconds. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Cerise starts filling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. You completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Soria hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. Being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Soria clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah, I grabbed Sayori's arm and helped sit at the desk. Anyway, I haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. The palm of my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend brought bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. If they come in such a hurry, do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud about it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten really passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Before seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I post? So, yeah, that's so cute. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win, and I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing, maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something told me to completely miss the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sari's poem from yesterday. Oh, you think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sari has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging her on a dead weight. And that's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say, we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Everyone used to sing the chorus, my heart would pound, to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always hear her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree the subject is supposed an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people found out. They'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. That's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow, so look forward to it. Let's see what we've written for today. Not done. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't write so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to do a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of ears. Just let your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see through your mind. It's very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me the poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and what? An urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. This feels nostalgic. I would agree. This game, the original game was 7 years ago. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring at this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, but I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me, to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Itsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She, she did? Yes. She was talking about how it didn't matter what you're writing as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Okay. Are we back? Gosh, my computer has been crashing a lot almost every day. Okay, let's log in. Oh my gosh, I haven't saved for a while. That's annoying. Oh my god, I'm all the way back here. I really didn't save for so long. Oh no. Oh, I have to skip so much. Skip. My computer's been crashing so often. Basically, every day. I'm planning to go try to take it to somewhere to fix it. Okay, it shouldn't take too long. Okay, we're back. Wait. So, finally, Monica. Hi, Gay. How's the rating going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going back. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to show what you wrote for today? Here you go. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two had like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you did too. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load? Am I supposed to load a save or something? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines are really short, and it makes they feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's the Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Okay, that really is what you said. Okay. Ready? I didn't expect that. Okay. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What are we even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much, we're going to keep it simple. We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sari has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come and recite poems too. Sari is putting all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sari, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't really start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, you shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put out on a good performance, then inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know y'all can do it. Once again, Yuri remains silent. Sarah looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki didn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Huh? That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, you can't recite your poem in front of the club. How can you expect to do it in front of the class? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? A glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sari looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to get a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called. Yuri anxiously glances to each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her curving words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This gives you a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we gave Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Soria hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called Memento. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you do it so easily? Trying to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's a poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and replied, I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Elson liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing this kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do that in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Elsie. It's not like I can't compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Elsie lower everyone's standards a little bit if I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I never step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem's called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little while she's a little unenthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever phase I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem, get enough practice for a festival, okay? I will make you pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm really pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Elson. You don't have to deny it. However, let's go already. I walk home Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's been a little quieter than usual on her way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day you get asked to walk home with you. Huh? What did you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. how about both? No, I can't choose both. I'll choose Yuri then. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, Yuri seemed to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, so 2 days, 2 poems. We've made good progress. So I'm gonna save right here. So I've already been streaming for 2 hours now. So starts off very normally, doesn't it? So before I actually quit the game, I can still check out these stuff. So the pictures didn't change. Oh, the poems. Wait, you can unlock different poems maybe? CGs. Secrets. There are 10 secrets. Okay. Backgrounds. Sketches. Oh, I've never seen this sketch. Is this like beta design? A concept sketch of the complete cast, drawn by Kakefumi. Acquisition procedure. Select the word Doki Doki during the poem game. Ah. That's fascinating. Who looks the most different? I think Monica and Yuri looks the most different. Natsuki looks pretty similar. Same for Sayori. Okay, and then we got some of these. Call Siri for help. Initial character design. Compare different hairstyles. First concept sketch. And there's also promo. Okay. Side stories. Oh. Okay. To get all 6 side stories, try writing columns of different characters and writing their special scenes. Trust part 1, trust part 2, understanding part 1 and 2. I should probably play those one day. But for now, that's what we have. Oh, wow, you can actually delete them right now, but I'm not doing that. Okay, I know what happens in the game, but still wanna play them like normal. Meeting notes. New cases for new genetic model. VM2 roadblocks. Who writes this? What is VM? Okay, there's some crazy lore here. I'm not game theory. Test. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. Can you copy or paste? Nah, you can't right click. So okay. So I'm gonna end the stream for now. Man, feels crazy to stream for the very first time. But this is certainly an experience. It's quite late for me, 4 a.m. But I hope I'll be back. I hope I'll have another day to stream again, playing the same game, and I'll continue from where I left off. So, thank you all for watching.